Imagine walking calmly, when suddenly, the ground begins to shake, it opens right under your feet, and people are swallowed alive before your very eyes. Have you ever wondered what happens when someone disobeys God? Does he stay silent? Or is there a price for rebellion? Today, you're going to hear a terrifying story, but one filled with powerful lessons. The story of Korah and his followers, men who dared to challenge God's authority, and ended up paying with their very lives. Korah wasn't just anyone. He was a Levite, an important man among the people of Israel, respected by many. But in his heart there was something wrong: pride and envy. He couldn't accept that Moses was the leader chosen by God, nor that Aaron was chosen to serve as priest before the Lord. Korah wanted power. He wanted to be in charge. He wanted the spotlight. Have you ever seen someone who refuses to follow the rules? Who wants to boss everyone around even when they shouldn't? That was Korah's heart. But he wasn't alone. Korah managed to convince 250 important men from the people to rebel with him. Picture the scene: a huge group of leaders full of pride, walking up to Moses and Aaron, shouting accusations. "You're not better than us. Who gave you the right to rule over the people?" They thought they were challenging Moses, but in truth, they were challenging the very God who had chosen Moses and Aaron for that mission. Rebellion against God's servants is actually rebellion against God himself. When Moses heard these accusations, he didn't fight back, he didn't shout, and he didn't defend himself angrily. He humbled himself before God and prayed. Then, he said something surprising. "Tomorrow, the Lord will show who truly belongs to him. He himself will decide." Moses knew it wasn't about him. It was about obeying God. The next day, the entire people gathered to see what would happen. It was like a great trial. On one side, Korah and his followers, confident and proud. On the other side, Moses and Aaron, humble before God. And Moses spoke to the people, "If these men die a natural death, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord does something new, if the ground opens its mouth and swallows them alive, then you will know that they have despised the Lord." A heavy silence fell. Everyone was waiting, eyes fixed on Korah and his followers. What would happen? Suddenly, the ground began to tremble violently. People looked around in fear, hearing cracks, the sound of the earth splitting apart. Dust rose, and then, right before their eyes, the ground opened under Korah and his families. They screamed in terror, trying to escape, but there was nowhere to run. The earth swallowed them alive, and then it closed again. The people panicked. Screams everywhere. "The earth will swallow us too." Everyone ran, terrified. They had just witnessed with their own eyes what happens to those who despise God's order. No one would ever forget that scene. It was a terrifying but necessary warning. God will not be mocked. He is holy, he is just, and he will not accept disobedience. But what does this story teach us today? It teaches that obeying God is always the best path. Disobedience might look easier, it might even look fun for a while, but in the end it always brings pain and destruction. To obey God is to live protected, safe, and at peace. To disobey is to walk away from him and fall into danger. Korah chose rebellion and was swallowed by the earth. But we can choose obedience and live secure in God's hands. And I ask you, do you want to live like Korah, full of pride and disobedience? Or do you want to live obeying God, safe and full of true life? The choice is yours. So never forget, read the Bible every day and pray always. That's how you learn to hear God's voice and walk on the right path. Obeying the Lord is the wisest decision you will ever make. If you enjoyed this powerful story and want to discover many others that will change your life, subscribe now to the Bible for Little Kids channel. Leave a like to support our work and share this video with your friends. That way, more children will learn that obeying God is always the best path. See you in the next video.